What if gaining weight was the secret to transforming your body? Here's the deal. Most people fear weight gain, like it's the ultimate failure. I used to be one of them. But what if I told you that gaining weight on purpose could be the thing that finally sets you free? Today, I'm sharing how 1 year of reverse dieting completely transformed my body, my mindset, and my life. And to make it super clear, I'm breaking it all down into a 5-step roadmap. Because let's be honest, getting out of the endless dieting cycle can feel impossible. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how I did it and how you can too. Starving, cranky, and stuck, I knew something had to change. I remember exactly where I was. I'd been dieting for months, eating 1,200 calories a day. Sure, I was lean, but I was also exhausted, cranky, and miserable. My workouts were a struggle, my sleep was terrible, and I was constantly obsessing over food. The moment that really hit me, I was sitting there eating the tiniest meal, and I thought, why am I working so hard just to feel this terrible? That's when I realized something had to change. It wasn't just about how I looked anymore, it was about how I felt. And I knew I couldn't keep doing this to myself. I was terrified that I'd lose all of the progress that I had worked so hard for. I had spent so much time trying to be as lean as possible, and the idea of putting on weight felt like I was undoing everything. I was also worried about what people would think. Would they judge me for looking bigger? Would I still be seen as a disciplined and fit person? I feared that people would assume I'd let myself go or wasn't working as hard as I used to. Those thoughts kept me stuck for a long time. But eventually I realized that living in constant fear wasn't sustainable. So reverse dieting, it's actually a simple concept. You slowly increase your calories after a period of eating less, giving your metabolism time to adjust without gaining a ton of fat. For me, that meant starting small, just 50 to 100 calories more each week. It felt almost too small, like it wouldn't do anything, but those little increases add up in the best way possible. Now, let's be real. It's one thing to understand the plan and another thing to actually trust it. That's where the fear creeps in, right? I was so nervous and skeptical. It felt like every bite I took was going to ruin my progress. I kept thinking, what if I'm doing this wrong? I was so used to associating progress with restriction that the idea of eating more felt like going backwards. But I reminded myself that I had already tried the other way, cutting calories to extreme measures, and it didn't work. What helped me stick to it was tracking my weekly wins, seeing my energy levels rise, my lifts get stronger, and my mood improve gave me reassurance. Those little moments of success kept me moving forward, even when the mental doubts tried to take over. The scale scared me, but fear didn't stop me. Slow progress felt like no progress until I saw results. Let's be honest, the first few months were so tough. Adding calories felt like I was walking a tightrope. I was watching the scale like a hawk, overthinking every little change in my body. There were definitely moments where I thought, what if this doesn't work? What if I gain everything back? And guess what? I made some mistakes. 1 week I increased my calories way too fast and I felt bloated and sluggish for days. It was a wake-up call. This process is slow, but slow is the whole point, and I had to remember that. It was all about leaning into patience even when it felt impossible. Journaling my daily wins was an absolute game changer. I started to notice small but powerful changes. And seeing those wins on paper made me realize that progress wasn't just about a scale. It was about the quality of my life. More energy, better sleep, stronger lifts. It wasn't about control anymore. It was about thriving. I was eating 500 calories more a day than when I started, and I still looked great. But more importantly, I felt incredible. It was when I hit a PR, a personal record, on my deadlift. I had been stuck at the same weight for months and suddenly I was able to lift more. That moment was proof that more food wasn't ruining me, it was making me stronger. And another big moment was realizing I was waking up without feeling drained. My mood improved and I had the mental clarity to take on my day with purpose. Those wins were undeniable and they reminded me why I started this journey in the first place. More food, more strength, more freedom. Trust the process. The payoff is worth it. A year later, everything is different. I'm eating so much more food than I ever thought was possible. My lifts are stronger, but the biggest win, freedom. Freedom from obsessing over every bit of food. Freedom to enjoy life without guilt. I wish I had known that progress isn't just physical. It's mental and emotional too. I used to believe that success was only about how my body looked. But now I see that it's about how I feel. I've gained freedom from the constant mental battle with food. I no longer fear food. I understand it. I'm happier, I'm more energetic and more confident than ever before. And most importantly, I trust myself. That trust is something I never had before, and it's been the biggest gift of this entire journey. So now that you've heard the journey, where are you at? Are you stuck in the endless dieting loop, or maybe curious about reverse dieting but not sure how to start? Let me tell you, it's worth it. You deserve to feel strong, energized, and free. Take that first step. Trust the process. Your body and your future self will thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if this resonated with you. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, food is fuel and freedom is waiting. You've got this.